Since we're going to have a hotel, because it's not pie in the sky anymore, we are going to have a hotel down at the riverfront. I'd like to see more conventions when we go out and bring more business into the city of Wilmington, different conventions. And we have to start looking at other entertainment venues. I know some folks probably don't like some of the younger people's music, like Jay-Z and some of the other groups, but I do believe we're going to have to start reaching out to these folks because they bring hundreds of thousands of dollars into cities. And we're going to have to start looking at that to bring entertainment in, to try to keep some of the young people from going to Baltimore, Philadelphia, and Washington, D.C., from spending their money there when we can get them to spend their money here. And some people worry about, well, that might be a crime problem, but under Williams' administration, we will have the police force there, and they will do their job. We won't have a crime problem. We can't be afraid of young people. We do need to venture out and bring in some entertainment. That's going to make us a lot of money. And, you know, these folks will bring money into this city, and that's what we need.
As a person who grew up in Browntown and saw the riverfront go from a place where there was tainted soil and EPA there to a great location, it's nice to see that. A couple of things we need the riverfront. First and foremost, what is the vision for the riverfront? First it was shops, then it was stores. Now it's this, now it's that. What's the vision we need? And that's what we need to determine. We definitely need some recreational opportunities down there for young people. This movie theater will create that, the hotel will. But for the surrounding neighborhoods, when you live in a neighborhood that's under siege by crime, you can have the nicest riverfront in the world, but when you're scared to death to ride down Maryland Avenue, or you're scared to get off that ramp and for fear that nothing's going to happen to you in the time that you get to that riverfront, that's real. And as I said, in the last week, we've had 4 people shot and 1 killed within a half a mile of the riverfront. So let's put our attention on the surrounding neighborhoods as well, as much attention we put in the riverfront, and then we'll connect everybody and move that ball forward. Thank you.
The push for eminent domain for private gain was one of the greatest failures of the Baker administration. It was a direct threat to the stability of the city and its downtown well-being because it overrode the right to people to own their property and not be piled on by a developer who simply says, I can take that property through the city because I can earn more tax revenues. It would have created a whole web of uncertainty for the stability of business in the city. I enjoyed working closely with Ed Osborne and Representative Williams and Councilman Potter, and I learned that the voice of the people can be heard in a very determined way. And I remember with Ed and others how we went back to City Council meeting after meeting to say, get this right. And the city dismissed it and wasted far too much money and time on trying to put in place eminent domain for private gain. Our city is stronger and for the better by having those property rights protected.
The rolling bypass is something proposed by the chief. The chief, Willie Patrick, many of you know the gentleman in this room. He's an upstanding gentleman. He is a professional firefighter, and he does not believe we're compromising safety. So again, you know, this let's stir up fear in the populace. It's wrong, folks. It's wrong. The rolling bypass is working okay. Would I like to get rid of it? Absolutely. But you don't get rid of it until your economy picks up, or you're going to be in trouble.